welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw, notice that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Complete out of the backfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris. Oh, the quick spin move. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Orji. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. A third down try for the offense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots. And
trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. To the air, it's Orji. They're working that left side, and they're able to get him down.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out. All bottled up. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out in the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
The returner brings it out to the 35, and the Michigan offense will take over.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
He'll throw one to his right. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Takes the easy one to the back. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Get ready. Set.
Snapped it in the shotgun. It's complete to the left. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied.
0.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The play action fake. He wants to take the top off. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Orji. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Looking for a block. It's Morgan. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That fumble in crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide out in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the wide out. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
At the 14-yard line.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The aerial assault continues. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. He finds his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. LSU right back to the line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On second down, he'll let it fly. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. They cough it up inside their 3. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play?
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Morgan. Or left him grasping for air. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Pocket starts to collapse. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of